Hi, everybody. I am so excited today. Hi, Tracy. I see you. Dorothy, welcome. Okay. So first let's start by saying, welcome to my channel. I'm Eileen Ashley, aka Red Hot and Flashy, but you all know I keep saying it. I'm changing my name on all social media platforms just to Eileen Ashley. Anyway, I'm going to give it a second for everybody to pile in. Don't mind the mess of what I look like. I literally just got home a few hours ago. And when I tell you, holy hell, the humidity. Hi, Ashley. The humidity in New Jersey. It was pouring out. Hi, Alyssa. Anyway, so I have, for those of you that don't know, um, I have been to Wyoming. I went to the Jeffree Star Makeup and Meat launch, and I went with Zach. You guys who come in here all the time know who he is, Burn One Beauty. I have so much to tell you guys. I'm so excited, but I'm going to give it a second. Look, I can't even breathe. Hey, welcome back. Thanks, Barb. Hi. I'm so excited. We're not doing any makeup today. Like I said, I look like crap. Hair's frizzing out because of the humidity again. But I want to wait a couple minutes because I know, like, I'm waiting for Zach. He's going to be here. Hi, Dorothy. I'm going to tell you guys about Dorothy. Um, so what we're going to do today is I'm going to tell you everything I can remember about my trip because there was a lot of it, and show you guys what I bought and what we got. If you were the first 500 people in line, you got a goodie bag, and we made the cut. We were the first 500 people. Also, I'm just going to announce this for those that don't know. Zach did his nails. You guys that follow Zach, Burn One Beauty, he did his nails just like Jeffree Star normally does them. And it turns out Jeffree Star did his nails for exactly the same. So he was the celebrity. But Jeffree Star just put up, thank you for all the hearts. Jeffree Star just posted a video on Instagram as well as, what do you call it, Twitter. Now, I know Dorothy, who we met there. I'll get into all that. Dorothy immediately said, "We're in the very beginning of the video." And then Zach said it. I watched that video like 10 times. I couldn't find us. So Zach sent me a screenshot. Literally, you could see Dorothy. Um, you could see Zach, and you could see a little bit of my hair and my elbow. I was like, well, at least my elbow made it in. But um Camilla is her name, the Jeffree Star's videographer. She made Zach do like a little thingamajig there. He kind of was like supposed to, I forget exactly what he turned or whatever, and then he went like this with his nails, and he made it into the video at clear as day, obviously. So if you get time, you can go watch the video and you'll see him there. Oh, anyway, I'll start explaining my trip. So I am from New Jersey. Zach is from Michigan. So I flew to Michigan. Was it Wednesday? No, it was Wednesday. Zach put me up in his home. Thank you very much, Zach and John. Um, they let me stay there, and then Zach and I left from Michigan on Thursday morning. Um, that was a trip in itself. Zach booked the hotel room through Airbnb, and no lie, not even kidding you, at midnight Michigan time, which is Eastern Standard Time, he gets a notification that they canceled our Airbnb. I was like, how do you do that 12 hours before we're supposed, less than 12 hours? So we were scrambling because when I tell you everything was booked, Airbnbs, hotels, everything was booked. But oh, here's Zach. Hi, Zach. I'm talking about our drama when our reservation was canceled. Anyway, thank God, Zach. So we were going through Airbnb. We were going on the websites for the hotels. Somehow we were able to get a hotel. So we were like freaking out. Are we going to have a problem on the plane? Whatever. So we went from Zach's house in Michigan to Denver because there's not a direct flight to Wyoming. So we went to Denver. Um, Although the plane wasn't delayed, it did take an extra hour because they had to reroute us because of storms. And so that up, Zach says hi, Dorothy. So that was, that was enough. And we couldn't get out of the airport. Zach and I both smoked cigarettes. We couldn't get out of the airport to have a cigarette. We were jonesing so bad. But anyway, we finally get over to our gate. And we're looking around, like, is there any other Jeffree Star people here? And we don't see anybody. And I keep looking around, and Zach sees a girl sitting there with a cowboy hat on. And he said, "Are those Jeffree Star pins?" Because she had pins on her hat. And I'm like, "I can't see. One of them looks like it. I'm going to take a walk near her and check it out." Young girl. So I go walking by her, and I stop dead in front of her face. I'm like, "Are those Jeffree Star pins?" And she's like, "Yeah." I said, "Oh my God, you're going to the opening?" So we made friends. And then Dorothy, who you see in the comments here right now, she came running over. I don't know how we missed her. She had a nice one of Jeffree Star's pink shirts on. She stood out. I don't know how we missed her. She came running over, and we all made friends. And when I tell you Dorothy, like, she was so Faith, oh, the young girl's name is Faith, but Dorothy was so amazing. She invited us to take her taxi. She had a driver already set up to pick her up. She invited us to go with her, and basically we spent the whole weekend together with Dorothy and then the cab driver. It was amazing, amazing, just amazing. And I'm sure if I forget something, Zach's going to tell me. But yeah, so we were able to stay together. We went out for dinner. Um, oh, you guys are amazing. Thank you, Dorothy. We went out to dinner with Dorothy, and we rode. Basically, our cab driver was so nice. She was basically chauffeuring us around the whole time. Um, I'm trying to remember everything. There's so much in my head. Um, mm. So we got there really late to Wyoming. So we flew from Denver to Wyoming. We got there really late. Oh, I didn't forget, girl. We got there really late, and but the cab driver, her name is Carol, so I'm just gonna say Carol. Carol drove us. We asked if she could pass the store because we were interested to see if people were camping out, because that would give us an idea of how early do we really have to get to the store. The opening was at 10. So we went past the store. I got a little bit of photos from the store from the night before, but not a lot. And it turns out like everything closes down basically at 9 p.m. and we were starving. Zach and I were so hungry. So there was like a little concert going on. They do a lot of concerts in that area by the store. So there were food trucks. So Carol said, "Why don't you just stop at the food truck because there's really nothing open." So we were able to eat, brought it back to our hotels. We were able to eat. So that worked out good because we were hungry. And then we crashed, but we figured we would come back at 7 a.m. We figured, hopefully that was good enough. When I tell you, we got there at 7 a.m. and the line was already around the block. So it started from the side of the store, like where the parking lot is, went down that block and down the other block, and we were there. And then, of course, it just wrapped around. Like 5 minutes later, you turned around and all you saw was people. Like you couldn't even see where they ended. So thank God we got there at 7. And another woman in line went to the beginning of the line and started counting people to see if we were going to be the first 500. And I think we were like 250-ish, 300. So we got these bracelets, which was exciting because that meant we were getting the goodie bag. And then I would say, oh, I don't know. In the mornings there, it's really cool. So we were good for a little while. But anyway, at about maybe about 9 o'clock, the line started moving all of a sudden. Like, and we literally, so when I say like, so we were here, we had to go the entire block, which wasn't like real long blocks. If for anybody who lives in like, let's say like a New York City type of area where the blocks are triple the size. So we went from here to here, and we were at the parking lot of the store. So it was great. But what they had done was, the reason that happened was they let all the people line up like across the front of the store in like 3 different rows, like a zigzag. So that's how we all moved so far up to the store. Oh my God. Anyway, we ended up meeting a bunch of people in the line that were like around us. So we all became friends. Like everybody was just so sweet, so lovely. And the unfortunate part was how long we waited, considering we were probably like 300th in line, I would say. Super nice they were. we were like 300th in line. So I can't imagine the poor people who arrived even later. I just can't even imagine. But as you would imagine, it started getting warmer and hotter, and as the day went on, or even as the morning went on, it started getting real hot, stuff like that. And I got to give there. Oh, so in the parking lot, there was about 5 tables set up, and I'm going to post all my photos and everything. But there were about 5 tables set up, real nice, like with uh, a darker pink, not a light pink tablecloths. They were like little roses. I took pictures of that too. There was a food truck there that was selling. Um, what did they have? The yak meat macaroni and cheese, I think yak meat taco, and something else. And then there was where you would get drinks. There was cocktails. I didn't buy any cocktails, but they had, oh, Dorothy bought Jello shots, but they had stuff like Blue Bloods and stuff like that. Which one of the girls in line that we made friends with, she bought one. It was $10, and I'm like, that's like New York City prices. But the water was only $2. So I was so grateful that he didn't jack up the price of the water, because we drank a lot of it, a lot of it. So anyway, and it was really good that we made friends, because we would take turns sitting at the table, because standing in line, especially for me, for those of you who know, I have fibromyalgia. I have problems with my joints, with my legs. My legs were so. Wait, what's the banana fetish palette, Dorothy? Was that the name of the shot? Anyway, so my leg from flying, my legs and my ankles swelled so bad, and I woke up with like Charlie horses in my shins and my ankle, like where your shin and ankle meet. Oh my god, it was so painful. So by the time we were standing online, I was already, my legs were so bad, and everybody was so nice. They were like, "Go sit down. We got you. We got you." It was everybody was so sweet. So anyway, um as it got hotter, he came out with like ice pops, the sugar water that they put in the freezer. He came out with them, just passed them, not him, he didn't, but his people came out with them, and passed them out for free. I didn't have any, but he was passing them out for free. And then as the day went on, people were realizing, they're starting to get sunburn. And I had heard several people like, "Do you have sunscreen? Do you have sunscreen?" Is literally just as one of the girls said it, they come walking up with what looks like, the what do you call that, hand sanitizer dispensers they have on the wall, the big thing. They came up with a big yellow thing, and we're looking at it like, what is that? It was sunscreen. I was like, oh, free, so everybody had their hands like, putting it under there and putting sunscreen all over us. So that worked out well too. All right, so he came, so 10 o'clock. Well, I think he showed up around 9:30, I think. Hi, I can't see. I don't have my glasses on. And now everybody, every time I say, "Where are my glasses?" you're supposed to take a shot, by the way. No, I'm kidding. Where are my glasses? Oh crap, I should have thought about that before I sat down. Well, if I don't see your comment, just please comment again. I can't see. I'm so sorry. I can't see. Is that Melissa? I think it's Melissa. Hi. All right, it is her. Okay. Anyway, so what part was I at? There's so much. Oh, like I said, we were waiting for hours. They came with the sunscreen. We kept switching off, doing that stuff, and just drinking so much water. Like, we were really drinking the water. And I got to tell you, this is a testament to how dehydrated we all must have been. None of us had to go to the bathroom like the whole day. So literally, when I say we were about 300th, 250 to 300th in line, it took 7 hours for us to get in. So here's how it worked. Originally, when they first opened, did the launch, and I'll get back to the opening, they were letting 2 people in at a time because they wanted you to have an experience. And Jeffree was signing autographs, and he didn't limit it to like one item. So people were going in there with like 5 postcards and a bunch of things, and he was signing everything. Anyway, I think they realized really quickly that they would never get through the crowd, even with the bracelets, the 500 people. So then they admitted 4 people at a time. Then they jacked it up to 8, and I think at one time it was 10. And unfortunately, he stopped signing autographs. We did not get any autographs because he had stopped by then. But I mean, understandably so. But anyway, so now we're back into the parking lot waiting for him to come. It's about, I think he showed up around 9:30. The opening was at 10. I'm not positive on that. But you hear the crowd scream. But there was also, I don't know if anybody ever heard of J Face. He's a vlogger. I guess he's friends with Jeffree. He was out there videoing, making everybody cheer and stuff like that so that he could get it all. They were taping from the rooftop. Oh, excuse me. Just stuff like that. So every time they were screaming, we weren't sure was it Jeffree, because unfortunately we were really close, but we couldn't see over a lot of the people to see if it was actually Jeffree. So anyway, so when he came out to do the ribbon cutting, that's when we could hear him because he had the microphone and everything. And you could see that stuff on TikTok, Instagram. There's a lot of videos that people were up close. And of course, Jeffree also has that video out there. Anyway, so hold on. He did the ribbon cutting and opened everything. And I told you how it went. So we're waiting and waiting and waiting. And I don't know, for those that don't know, Jeffree's business partner, Mark, he was outside, going around or whatever. And I'm in line, and I said to him, he came over by us. Oh, first he went to Zach. Zach had his windbreaker jacket from the Blood Money collection. I think does it say on the back, Jack? Oh my God. On the back, Zach, how high are you? Because I know, does it say that? I don't remember what it says. But Mark commented to him, "Nice jacket," and went on his way. But when he came close to me, Zach was resting, and he said, I said to him, "Hey, Mark, can I get a picture with you?" And he's like, "Me?" Like, he was surprised. I'm like, "Yeah, we love you too, Mark." So he took a picture with me, and I don't remember why. Oh, I said to him, "Me and my friend Zach are here for Jeff." I remember. Mark was starting to tell me what they had on inside for the store, and I said, "Oh, me and my friend and Zach are here." He also asked me if I was a local, and I told him that I came from New Jersey. I'm with my friend Zach. We met up. He's from Michigan. I said, "He's the one you commented on the jacket," and I pointed to him, and he's like, "Oh, does he smoke?" And I'm like, "No," meaning marijuana. And he's like, "Oh, because we got this brand new ashtray in there, but you could use it for cigarettes too." Because I told him we smoked cigarettes, and I'm like, "You could use." Oh, it says on the front. The back is the huge JSC logo. Okay, I couldn't remember. And so yeah, so anyway, so he was talking about the new ashtray that they came out with. It's, I guess, technically probably from the shoot, I always Star Lounge. I'm assuming, I don't know if it's gonna be on that or not. Um, so he's talking a little bit. He's a really, really super nice guy. By the time I'm gonna tell this story, and I'm sure Zach's gonna go live on Instagram, I'm assuming, Zach. He'll tell you his story. But when Zach got a picture, he actually smiled in that one. So that was cool too. Anyway, so we're still sitting like, I have to tell you, first of all, I'm surprised nobody passed out from heat exhaustion or heat stroke. I really am surprised. But in Wyoming, it's a different kind of heat than in New Jersey. When I left New Jersey, it was like 90 something degrees and 60, 70, 80% humidity. Down there, it was nothing like that. It was hot. Um, as the day went on, it got hot. Maybe 87. Correct me if I'm wrong, for Dorothy or Zach. Maybe something like that, but the humidity was not there, and every now and then there was a nice breeze. So it wasn't as bad as if you were going to stand outside where I live for that long. So again, like I said, though, we were able to sit, thank God. Anyway, so as we're sitting later in the day, Lipstick Nick, which is, for those that don't know, is Jeffree's makeup artist, and his hair guy is Hair by Jay. They come walking out through the crowd, the 3 rows of zigzagging in front of the store, and nobody's talking to them. Like, nobody's saying a word. And I'm looking at Zach like, "Hey, you want to go?" And he's like, "I'll see them inside." I said, I forgot this part. Our both of us had backup batteries for our phones, and both of us forgot them at the hotel. So my battery it was like 30%. So I was trying real hard to not use my phone. Anyway, so I was like, "Oh, screw that. I'm going to get a picture," because I was afraid, what if my phone died? I went running over. Oh, they walked over to the food truck. I walked over to both of them and I'm like, "I am so sorry to bother you. I know you guys are probably so hungry." I go, "But can I get a picture?" And Hair by Jay was like, "Bitch, come over here." And then he grabbed Nick and he's like, "Turn around because we need the sun the right way." And took pictures with me. And then after that, unfortunately, I feel bad, but then people started coming. But when I tell you, first of all, Lipstick Nick was so tall. I couldn't believe how tall she was. Oh, and I forgot this part too. I was saying, I hope to God that Jeffree shows up full beat. I want to see it in real life because I know for myself doing makeup videos and just being on social media, you have to put on extra makeup for you to see it, like a lot of extra makeup. Normally, like if I go outside, I'm like loving my face and all. I go outside. I don't normally go out to events with that much makeup on. Um, I mean, it doesn't look hideous, but it looks like, girl, where you going with all that makeup? So I was wondering, is it going to look cakey and just, extra? And it didn't. Jeffrey's makeup was stunning, but Lipstick Nick and even Jay, they looked stunning, and I couldn't believe how tall Lipstick Nick was. I was like this at her, like she was tall. But when I tell you Lipstick Nick, she's got to be my favorite. She was so humble. When I was telling her how much I loved her, that I followed her work before I even knew about Jeffrey, and uh, just all this stuff we were talking about. She was talking to me like, you know, she's a regular person, I'm a regular person. And when I was complimenting her, she almost blushed a little bit. She was like, "Oh, thank you so much." Like you could tell, like she's a very humble person. Jay, not so much. He wasn't mean, don't get me wrong, but you could see he's got a chip on his shoulder. And like um, later on, when we were inside and Zach was talking to them, and basically complimenting Nick and saying how stunning her hair, makeup, everything. And Jay interrupted and was like, "Yeah, I put on the finishing touches or some trying to take credit for her." But that's why I say, I'm telling you, I think yeah, she got to be my favorite celebrity that I've met so far. Let me just take a look at what you guys are saying just in case I missed something. Um, what? That's crazy. Lipstick Nick is awesome. She is. Oh my God. I always loved her, but to meet her in real life, she really is an amazing person. Um, it's nice to know she's so humble. She does beautiful work. She does. Lipstick Nick was absolutely amazing with us. So sweet. Yeah, she really was. So I'm trying to think, were there other celebrities there? I don't think there was. I don't think there was. I'm sorry. I was among a celebrity and I call him my friend. I told him when I saw his nails, so Zach Berman Beauty did his nails like the crystals, like Jeffree Star always does, not the expensive ones though. I said to him, they were so sparkly. I'm like, Zach, when we go there, you make sure you're doing stuff like this because they'll catch everybody's eyes. Meaning Jeffrey's, like if he was walking around or so, whatever. And sure enough, so many people came up to Zach wanting pictures with his nails. And of course, wait, I'm jumping ahead of the story. I was gonna say, anyway, so we're still waiting and we're getting closer and closer. And unfortunately, I had to sit a little more often because towards the end, it was getting hard to stand. So I was sitting down real nice, and this is funny. And I don't know if he's in here, Caden. Anyway, so I see this young man, and his makeup looks stunning. Perfect eyebrows. I see him from afar, but he looks like he was either going to come to our table or walk past us to go to the food truck. And I realize I'm staring at the guy. And I kind of turn away because I don't want him to be like, "Bitch, what are you staring at?" So he actually comes up to the table. So it was me, another young girl, an older woman, I was like my age, and I think another person. And he comes to the table and he's like, "Excuse me," with his southern accent. He's like, "Is it okay if I sit here?" And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, sit down, join the party." And literally we started everybody said hello or something to him. And he turns to me and he goes, "Why do you look so familiar?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, I was just thinking the same thing about you." In the meantime, it's Wyoming. So he goes, "Wait a second. Is your name Eileen?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh my God, I watch you on YouTube all the time." I was like, "No way." I said, "What's your name?" He's like, "Caden." And I remember the name Caden, but I'm like, I said, clearly I went to his page for me to recognize his face. And so then when I asked him for his TikTok and he showed me, he gave me his TikTok and I saw his whole name, I recognized it from the giveaways and stuff like that. Unfortunately, his plane was so delayed that he arrived so late. He was not even 500th. He got out of line because his next plane, he said he would miss. There's no way he would make it around. I felt so sorry for him, but I told him I got a picture with him. I'm like, "Can I take your picture with me?" Like he was the celebrity, right? Not that I'm a celebrity, but we took pictures together and I went followed him on TikTok and I'm like, you're gonna hear from me in your DMs. So if you're here or if you're watching later, I'm gonna contact you because I want to send you something from Jeffree Star. I want to send you something. You deserve it. What a sweet, sweet kid he was. And he made my day, my life. I was like, I can't believe someone recognized me. I was like, holy crap. But anyway, so now we go in. We're finally like, we're next. We're close enough to be in the store, and we're trying. So the I think it was Zach or Dorothy. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did we end up being 11 people or were we 8 people? I can't remember. And we're counting because we all want to go in the store together now. At that point, you're hanging out for 7 hours, and we knew Dorothy from the night before, so we all wanted to go in together. But unfortunately, me and Zach were the last, but we ended up seeing them in the store anyway. Anyway, so you go in the store and you're stopped by a woman. I don't know if I think she was security actually. They tell you what's going to happen. So when you go in the store, you see everything in front of you. It really is pretty. And they ask you where who came where you came from. She said the furthest person came from the UK. I'm guessing maybe they were on what they call holiday because for us vacation might be a week. For them, it's a few weeks. Let me see. It's okay. I was with Desiree. Yeah, but we saw you in there anyway. We had 9 trying to go in the store at once. That's right. They were letting 10 in. We were trying to go 9 and, finally they were trying to get somebody else to go so that we could go in together, but we were like, "Forget it. We'll just go and we'll see you inside." Um, is that Vicky? Hi, Vicky. Hi, Vicky. Anyway, so she asks, and then she's like, "Are you excited to be here?" Makes you scream and stuff like that. Told us so what was going to happen was you would find a how they had the store set up. The stuff was on display, but instead of going and picking up whatever items you wanted, you would have a personal shopper who would, actually do the ordering for you. So this way, and there was not a time limit to be in there. So, but the yak meat was sold separately. You didn't have the personal experience shopper for that. Once you did that, you would go online for the meet and greet with Jeffrey, get your photo, whatever you were gonna do, and then he had 3 of his cars lined up. There was a Rolls Royce and then the 2 sports cars. I got photos of that, so that'll all be out there. I'm so excited for you guys. Thank you, Vicky. Oh my god, it was amazing. Vicky, I don't know if you were here. I got recognized. Somebody who watches my YouTube recognized me out there. I'm just like still in my glory about that. Anyway, so you do your meet and greet. You can look at the cars, take pictures or whatever, and then they fulfill your order and call your name out, and you get your order, and then you're on your way. Um, cut it out. Awesome. I know. So anyway, so Good. Oh, so then we go in, and the first thing we do is Zach FaceTimes Elsa for those who know her, and I FaceTime my daughter so that they could see everything that's going on, and I'm showing everything. And then, obviously we hung up and we started doing pictures and videos and everything of the inside. And they were passing out samples of the yak jerky, which turns out is delicious. And then we were looking out at everything. So they had correct me if I'm wrong, Zach and Dorothy. There was only one exclusive to the store. Oh no, two exclusive liquid lips and an exclusive mirror to the store only. I'm sure it's going to end up online. You watch. But correct me if I'm wrong, guys, on that. Um, then there was some early release liquid blushes, shades, and also the what is the new? He literally just dropped was it just new merch, Zach? The Believe Yourself or Believe in Yourself or whatever it's called. The day when he opened the store, he dropped that online. So you were able to purchase it and have it early and stuff like that. Thank God I was on with my daughter because I was going to buy some of the new skincare. And my daughter's like, don't forget, you can only have 3 ounces of liquids on the plane. I was like, oh, thank God she said that because they would have threw it all in the garbage on me. I got that liquid blush. Oh, you got it? Oh, yeah, it was you that I came over and interrupted you. Dorothy was working with a personal. Oh, be yourself. Thank you, Zach. Yes, plus the early releases, and we got to get the Be Yourself collection. Okay. Oh, yeah. So there was a Be Yourself mirror. Zach got that. It is beautiful. Um, I'll show you everything I got. Anyway, oh, I forgot this part. So Hair by Jay. I know I'm going to screw up the story, Zach. I'm going to do my best. I know you're going to see what I got, Dorothy. Hair by Jay came up to Zach because he saw the nails. Correct me if I'm wrong, Zach, because I screw up stories all the time. And then he called Lipstick Nick over to see them. And they were talking about, they were like, oh, Jeffree's going to be shook, all kinds of stuff. Zach got to take the picture with them. On the inside, he was waiting to go inside with the air conditioning. And then that's when Jay got shady and said, yeah, I do the finishing touches or whatever the words were, trying to take credit for Lipstick Nick because Zach was complimenting, how much he loves her work and she does great work. And she was, again, even just, so it wasn't just for me. When Zach was talking to her too, she almost blushed a little bit, like not like me, I turned beet red, but I just love her even more because of just how humble and down to earth she really is. Didn't let her little celebrity go to her head. Camila, the videographer for Jeffree, came up to Zach and said, I need you to twirl or turn or something. I know I'm screwing up the story, but she made him do a video where he posed or whatever, and she made him do like this with his nails. So if anybody has seen it yet, she just posted under Jeffree Star's page is posted as on Instagram as well as Twitter. She posted a video from I don't even know if I've already told you guys this story, but she posted a video showing that the opening. And this is the funny part. So apparently we were all in the line waiting online in that video. And I'm like, I watched, Dorothy told me we were in it. Zach told me we were in the beginning. I said, I've watched that video like 20 times, 10 times already. I can't find us. So Zach took a screenshot and sent it to me. Well, you can see Zach. You can clearly see Dorothy. And here you see like a little bit of my hair and my elbow. I was cracking up. I'm like, well, technically I was in it, right? But towards the end of the video is Zach's this, whatever you want to call it, his little shining moment. So go watch that. Oh my God, it's such a good video. All right, so let me say. So then I'm trying to think. I'm talking a mile a minute. The thoughts are going through my head a mile a minute. Oh, so we went over, Zach and I both bought some yak stuff. And then Oh, this part's funny. So it turns out, I was on a line waiting for a shopper, not realizing she was doing something else. But the woman who was in front of me, was talking to her. She she asked her, "Oh, are you from Wyoming?" You know, because a lot of the people volunteered, like they helped clean up and stuff like that. You know, because there was also a concert afterwards. You know, so a lot of them were volunteers. So I guess the woman's like, "Are you from Wyoming?" She goes, "Actually, I moved here 2 days ago." And she goes, "Really?" And she's like, "Yeah." She goes, "I grew up with Jeffrey. He called me up and said, 'Hey, you want to move to Wyoming and run my store for me?'" And she's like, "Yeah," and moved to Wyoming 2 days before the store opening, which was really cool too. But anyway, so then I quickly realized that she wasn't the personal shopper to help us. And then all of a sudden I saw one open. So I go running over. Turns out she's from New Jersey. She was like, "Oh my God, you're from New Jersey. I'm from New Jersey." She was so excited, yelled to somebody else, "She's from New Jersey." Whatever. Turns out she's about an hour from where I live. Um, I didn't think to ask her if she was living there. I'm assuming so. I don't even know. Um, anyway, she helped us out. She checked our order out, and then we went over to the meet and greet. And that's when the security guard told us he was no longer signing autographs, which was a little disappointing, but okay, whatever. Um, so I'm like, "Oh, he told us it was one photo each. So if we wanted a photo together, that would count as our photo." So we chose to do it separately. And I'm like, "Do you want to go first?" Zach's like, "You can go first." And then I'm like, "No, no, never mind. I want to watch his reaction to your nails," because I knew, you know. So it turns out that I know I'm screwing up the story, Zach. If you want Zach's story, when he goes live, Zach, are you going live on Instagram? Burn One Beauty. He'll tell you the whole story. I screw stories up. Anyway, they went Lipstick Nick and Jay, or both other, or each, I don't know, went over and told Jeffree about Zach. And he was like, "I already peeped that." So he already saw Zach's nails. Anyway, I said, "You go first so I could watch his reaction." I don't remember the steps. This is the order I don't remember because it happened so quick. My phone was literally on something like 9% or at that point, and they were using your phone to take pictures. So thankfully, the girl taking pictures, who by the way was also from New Jersey, um, doing great. Okay, good. Yes, Zach's going live on Instagram, Burn One Beauty. So look out for it if you want to hear his version, because I know I'm leaving things out. Anyway, so what should we call it? Totally forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, we chose to go separate. I let him go because I wanted to see the reaction. Oh, my phone was gonna die. So I told the lady, "Oh my God, my phone's gonna die." I said, "I've been filming all day." And she said, "Well, can we use his phone?" And I said, "Oh yeah, that's my friend. He won't mind." And we asked or whatever. And I forget, this is the part I forget the point. I think she said, I think, I don't remember if I mean, I didn't have to yell out, but I said to Zach, "Don't forget your nails," or something to that effect. I don't know if that's when Jeffree saw me, or when I said something about New Jersey, because the girl taking pictures was like, "Oh my God, I'm from New Jersey too. She's from New Jersey." And that's when Jeffree looked. I'm not sure which one, but holy crap, Jeffree goes, "Oh my God, we just saw your videos. You came from so far. We saw your videos." I was shocked. I was shocked. I was like, "Holy crap," because I didn't think he would see, everybody's tagging him. So that was really cool too. But Zach got to take more than one photo with Jeffree. Um, okay. So he did the photo. First of all, I'm going to tell my story. You go to Zach's Instagram, he'll tell his story. But I know that, I know I'm screwing it up. He took a photo, and then was it Hair by Jay that came and said, "Oh no," and he grabbed you by the hand to say about Zach's nails. And again, being shady, he goes, "You just need big." He was like, "No, Jeffree, look, they're exactly like yours." He goes, "You just need bigger stones." Jeffree uses Swarovski crystals, which are super expensive. That's awesome that he saw your video. I know, I was shocked. Anyway, so being shady, you just need bigger stones, whatever. And he said, "These are Amazon stones." He wears Swarovski, you know. Um, but I don't remember did he go back or whatever. He ended up taking Jeffrey made the girl take more pictures of the 2 of them with the nails, and then he said to Zach, "No, that's my broken hand," and he made him because 'cause he's got the nail that's broken off. He made him switch sides to take another picture. I mean, it was just so amazing, and then came my turn. So I put all my stuff down. I had my I wore my oh, it's over there. What do you call that thing again? What is that called? Zach will write it down, a lavender one on. I put that down and I think oh, my camera because it was about my phone, it was about to die. Sling bag, that's it, thank you. My mind is blank. I put that down on the floor and I took, like, 2 steps to him, I go, "Oh my god, I love you." His makeup was stunning. I couldn't believe I mean, he could go outside in it and not look like, "Girl, you got too much makeup on." It was beautiful, and that was Lipstick Nick, and she kept coming over and touching him up and, getting rid of the oil or the whatever, and he's like, I go, "Oh my god, I love you," and he's like, "Get over here," and he gave me this big hug. When I say he squeezed, and I'm like and I'm surprised because, like, we were standing outside 7 hours, we were all skavats, if you guys know what that means, all sweaty and gross. He didn't care. He hugged and squeezed hard. And I go, "Oh my god, my daughter wanted to come so bad." I said, "And she's the one who turned me on to you." He goes, "Well, why didn't she come?" And I'm like, "Unfortunately, they're visiting their grandparents in Florida." Well, he stepped back, put his hand on his hip, and he goes, "You better tell her I said hello." And I was like, "Oh my god, I sure will." He's like, "Get over here." And then he pulled me in, like, so, when you take a picture, put his arm around me and he literally pulled me in. So my head was like kind of leaning on him. He was just so super sweet. We took the picture. We went on our, we went on our way. He thanked us and he said a couple more things I just don't remember. Um, Thanked me for coming for so long and how excited he was that we were all there. And so then we went on our way and I took pictures of the cars and then we were waiting for our stuff. And when he did that, maybe 1 or 2 more people, he did after me, and I hear him say, because we were waiting, like, where you wait near where he was doing that, um, he was saying, "I need some calories." He needed to break, he needed to eat, and, I said to Zach he had a Sharpie. I said, "Give me that Sharpie," because I was gonna go ask him, "Could you sign this real quick?" You know, because he was kinda done, there was nobody else online, um but Hair by Jay got in my way and said, "He needs to eat." I was like, "Whatever, asshole." No, I shouldn't say that, that's mean. He did need to eat. Zach, I don't know if you know this, but Ashley was telling me that she in the beginning, like, I think he was live streaming it for, like, 3 hours. He actually went and changed his shoes. So what we saw him in, she said his heels were higher. She believes the first set of heels were higher. He actually changed his shoes on the live. So what we saw him in wasn't what he originally had on. Um, I'm so happy you had such a fantastic experience. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. Um, we did not go to his ranch, although we wanted to. Dorothy took a ride near it and realized real quick now she was with a local, Carol, who drove us around. Quickly realized, so I'm going to explain it to you guys. Well, the way Carol explained it to me, she said that he lives in what's a subdivision. Even the cab driver knew where he lived, but she had never been there. So she was surprised. She's like, he's actually got neighbors because he's got like 100-acre property. Anyway, took a ride near there and she said they had to drive like 8 miles. Oh, so in the subdivision, you could get in. It's not a gated subdivision. So uh, the cab driver told us she drove like a good 8 miles, and then they saw the signs that you had to either be a resident with a permit or have written permission to be there. So Dorothy, being the wonderful woman she is, she said, I don't want to go any closer. Let's turn around or whatever. And correct me if I'm wrong, Dorothy, because Carol told us the story that Dorothy did see in the distance the Jeffree Star gate and the ranch itself that she recognized from social media, but being respectful, she made the cab driver just turn around. She didn't want to invade his privacy. But I got a story to tell you about that. Not about Dorothy, but about psycho invading his privacy. Anyway, so me and Zach were way too tired to take that ride, but yeah, that was pretty cool. And then we went out to dinner that night. It was Zach, myself, Dorothy, and the cab driver. She clocked off, came to dinner, and then oh, I'm sorry. Me while Dorothy was doing that, me and Zach went home, showered because we were sweating all day, showered and laid down for a little bit. And then the cab driver picked us all up again. We went to the Tacos Mexico that he talks about. And none of us remembered about the steakhouse because we would have went there. So it was surprisingly, the food was good, don't get me wrong, but surprisingly, it was in a strip mall, um, kind of like a little dive. It wasn't dirty, it wasn't like bad, but it was surprising that like two doors down was like a stripper store. So we were just surprised. Like we would have definitely probably liked the other place better, just because they had the yak burger and stuff like that. Yay, I'm back, Leonella. Telling my story. Leonella is my daughter Morgan's friend. I only saw possibly the house from the distance. Okay, that's Dorothy. She's the one I'm talking about. Okay, so let me tell you real quick before I get into the haul here. My daughter Morgan sends me a TikTok later that night, and me and Zach were watching it. I was floored at this woman because there were TikToks. I mean, I'm sorry, Jeffree Star had said many times during his live, he did a video on it. Do not come to my house. Do not come to the ranch. He talked about someone getting on his property trying to feed the yaks. And I don't believe that was from the launch. I think that was before. But correct me if I'm wrong, because Zach knows because he was watching it all too. Um, we absolutely did not go through the gate because you could see you would be trespassing. Exactly. This is why I'm going to tell a story. Having that knowledge, watching this lady's TikTok. Let me know if you guys are interested in watching her TikTok because I'll play it for you. Anyway, no, I'm going to play it for you because you guys got to see this. I can't believe this is a grown ass woman about my age. I just, I'm going to pull it up right now. I'm just like, she's psycho. She's lucky she wasn't shot or arrested. And the cab driver told us that what she did was actually a federal crime, a federal offense in Wyoming. And Wyoming is an open carry state. She's lucky she didn't get shot. All right, let me just find her really quick. Hold on. I got to go to Morgan's messages because it's in there. Oh, wait, I sent it to my sister and hers is right here. Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Did I not send it to her? Wait. Oh, it's right. Nope, that's Jeffree Stars. Never mind. Hold on. Oh, wait. I'll just go on TikTok because I think it should be in my search bar. Yep, there she is. Make sure you're one of our first. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Stop. Okay, right. You guys ready? Let me make sure nobody said anything. Okay. So here is the crazy. And remember, we know now from Dorothy and from Carol what the actual property looks like and where you need to stop because you're trespassing. All right. Let me see. I don't want you. Okay. I'm going to do close up. Ready, guys?
Hey, ladies. So, the experience here in Wyoming has not been the greatest. We've heard amazing things about Jeffree, and we're coming upon things that I don't see as to what people said. So, a little disappointing. So, in his video, he said that people could go onto his ranch as long as they were respectful. Totally get it. Very respectful. Totally into the animal world, equine world, canine world. Yeah. So, we get up there, security, really a freaking jerk, okay? With a gun, hey, big boy, go ahead. But anyway, this is turning into a nightmare. And then at his store, he had two females that were driving a what? What was it? A gray? No, California plates. They're very, that's very big. So I get that you're big, that you but we flew out. That you're worth millions, and hey, good for you. But if there's one thing that you need to know, you put your pants on one leg at a time. And you yourself said I could come out here as long as I was respectful and I did not feed your animals and all that. All I wanted was pictures. And it's just been a nightmare. I came all the way from Florida. So at this point in the game, his store opens tomorrow, and I'm just like, do I really want to go? Do I really want to go? Because I'm not thinking I do. And you live and you learn, right? All right, guys. I love you. I love my supporters, and I appreciate you guys. Just giving you my opinion and an update. Thank you.
Okay, for those of you who don't know, I love to read the comments. Tell me this girl ain't crazy. So when he was making those videos saying, do not come to my house, do not come to my ranch, but if you're not going to listen, because he knows that people aren't going to listen, you need to be respectful. Don't feed my animals. Don't come near my yaks and my neighbors and stuff like that. So he probably should have not even said that part because she took it as you invited me to your house. So I was reading the comments, and of course, 99.9% of the people in those comments dragged her so badly, telling her, what video were you watching? Things like that. So let me finish real quick. Here, am I on her page?
Hey, ladies.
Hey.
So in his video, he said that people could go out to his ranch.
Oh, she made another. Oh, no, that was okay. Sorry. I was going to say she made another video, but somebody stitched her. So remember how she said she didn't even want to go? It was a nightmare. Here you go. That's her and Jeffree Star the next day. But I'm reading the comments. I'm reading the comments. People were just like flabbergasted at the woman. Like, you need to delete this. You're ridiculous. So is that Bethany's sister? Oh my God, right? The audacity and the entitlement. But anyway, so of course, those same people saw the next video of her with Jeffree Star, and they're like, did you apologize to him that you were trespassing on his property? Like, basically, they were telling her, um, like, literally, you're trespassing on private property of a celebrity and he was just swatted during one of his lives. So it's like, hello, what is wrong with you? But in the meantime, so people were all over the picture one saying stuff like they should have had a picture of you and you shouldn't have been allowed in the store. Oh, they were telling her, go home to Florida, Karen, just like they dragged her. And I hate to say it, she deserved every minute of that. Anyway, she in the picture one, her comments, she started responding to people. Oh, I forgot this part because she was saying how lovely he was and how kind he was. She was saying good things about him. And people were like, is like, are you crazy? Like, you need to go delete that other video. How could you say this? And her responses back to all these people in the picture one were, I stand by my video. I spoke nothing but my truth and facts. And people were like, yeah, we believe you spoke the truth. You were still wrong. You were on somebody's private property. You were still wrong. You disregarded his boundaries that he set. Like, where do you think you get off? And she's still standing her ground. Clearly, a lot of people called her a clout chaser because she does have I think like 11 or 12,000 followers for whatever she does. I don't know. But I was like saying to Zach, now, again, knowing the information that we got from Carol and Dorothy about what the actual area looks like, I said, so she drove 8 miles down that public road of a subdivision. And then you hit the area where it says you must have a permit or written permission or whatever. So clearly, it's private. So now this is Jeffree Star's personally paid security. They don't give two shits if you're on that public road. That's none of their business. They're not going to stop you and check if they got a permit or if you got a permit or whatever. I said, so in order for Jeffree's personal security to go after her, She literally was trespassing on his private property, disregarding all the signs that say you're not supposed to be there, under the assumption and misunderstanding of the video telling her, do not come to my property. But if you choose not to listen, be respectful to the neighbors, don't try to feed the animals. But if you come on my property, you're going to be dealt with. Like, I mean, they told him he should have had them all. Anybody that trespassed on his property, he should have had them arrested. I'm sorry. They should have been arrested, especially this woman who's got like 80,000 views on that video, possibly more, because that was yesterday that I looked at how many views. I think it was yesterday. So she had all those views on there. That's why she's not taking it down. Who are you kidding? Um, what was I gonna say? Well, anyway, she should have been arrested. Sorry. And she's like my age. Like, it's not any better for a 25-year-old to do it either. You're still a grown person too. But to be my age and to be that stupid, I'm gonna call her stupid, to be that stupid to stand by bashing somebody who could have put your ass in jail. Like, please. And to sit there and say, "Oh, big boy," because the guy had the gun on his belt. Like, you're from Florida. Florida's what do you call it? Stand your ground state. They're allowed to have protection, like New Jersey, not so much. So you know about those like laws. Like, they're open carry out there. People walk around with the guns on their belts, and you know, he had the right, they had the right to shoot you. She's an idiot. Oh my God. I was like, yeah, I was like speechless. Look at me looking for my glasses again. I don't know what I did with them. Hold on, I'm gonna come real close and start reading. Um, like, damn, poor guy, he deserves some privacy and respect. Agree, 100%. Um, yeah, that's bad. She definitely should not be at the meet and greet. That was so disrespectful. I know. What a joke. What a joke. But anyway, let's get to what I got. I didn't buy a lot there because, I mean, you guys know I have all of his eyeshadow palettes. So I didn't need any of them. Excuse me. Um, I'm not looking to buy all the different like lip shades. I have a lot of that stuff too. I don't have all of them. I don't have all of his products. I certainly don't have all his mirrors, but I'm not a collector of his mirrors. A lot of people collect it. I have a bunch, but I'm not a collector. So I didn't buy a whole lot. And I said earlier when I first started, I wanted to get his new that milk collection because in store it looked really good. It looked really nice. And I only have a couple of his skincare and I really, really like it. And it's so much more reasonable than anything else. I really, really, really like it. I probably will be ordering that. But anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So I didn't purchase a lot. And I was going to buy the skincare. And thankfully, I was on FaceTime with Ashley, my daughter. And she said, Mom, I said, I'm thinking of getting this. She's like, Mom, don't forget, you're only allowed 3 ounces of liquid on the plane. They'll throw it out on you. And I was like, oh, thank God I was on the phone with her and said that. um, Yeah, that's bad. She does. Oh, I read that part. Okay. Okay, so you guys ready to see? Okay, first and foremost, I want to show you our cab driver was amazing. She really was amazing. She chauffeured us, she treated us like tour guides. It was great. She bought us gifts. So it was me, Zach, and Dorothy. That's who she was going around. And our friend Faith that we met, her sister lived in Casper. So we wanted her to come out to dinner. She didn't get to the line until like 9:30 in the morning. So unfortunately, she didn't get the bracelet or anything like that. But she was volunteering the night shift. So she was going to start working at 6 o'clock, walking around with garbage, letting people throw things out and just stuff like that. And they had makeup and meat t-shirts on, the volunteers. So unfortunately she couldn't come out to dinner with us because she was doing that. So they got to keep those shirts, which were not for sale. And they got goodie bags, which I was so glad. And they met Jeffree. So I was so happy for her. Such a sweet girl. Faith, if you see this, hello. Anyway, we plan on keeping in touch, all of us. But anyway, so Carol, our cab driver, bought me, Zach, and Dorothy presents. She bought Dorothy a stuffed alpaca. She bought Zach a baseball hat. I think it was tie-dye, Zach. I don't remember. And what did it have? Like the rodeo horse on there? I don't remember. Watch Zach today and he'll show you everything. I love Jeffrey's stuff so much, but sucks so it's expensive. Get it here in Canada. Oh, Canada's expensive. I know. I'm so sorry about that. Anyway, this is what she bought me. I got a hat. It's blinged out with a cross. Wasn't that so sweet of her? She was so very kind. She really was. She was a lot of fun. I wanted to tell you guys, every single local that we met, um, I'm put that aside. Every single local that we met, including her, um, a pink camo hat. Okay, a pink camo hat with a blinged out horse on the front. That's what she got, Zach. Okay, so every single solitary local that we met told us just how Jeffree Star is the kindest person. He's so sweet, all this stuff, every single one of them. And what people don't know is he's donated to all the schools in Casper. He's just donated all kinds of stuff. He helps the community with so much, of course, with concerts and stuff like that, which makes the community money, but especially the school system, he's donated a lot to. And apparently they have like one of the best school districts in the nation. One of them was telling us when Zach and I were leaving and we went to check in at the Wyoming airport. Of course, they were like, "Did you come in for Jeffree Star?" And we were like, "Yeah." And the one man was telling us that he comes in the airport 2-3 times a month, and he said, "I tried to get his picture." He's like, but he was on the phone with his mom. So he was like, I was like, okay, okay. He didn't want to be like a jerk. But the lady was saying, most people think that Jeffree Star just moved here, came out of nowhere, moved to Wyoming. She said he's been coming here for 15 years. And both of them say, and he's such an amazing person. He's always polite. He's always everything. And they also I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Zach, talking about how much he does for the community and all. But yeah, so for those like I know for me, I have definitely seen a huge change even on social media in him since he left LA. He's definitely changed. But according to the people, the locals there that see him day in and day out, they love him. They think he's amazing. There was only one person who had a problem. This is funny. There was a young girl behind us, and her parents were there. Um, Oh, I don't remember where they were from. They were not from the area. Oh, I think Arizona. Yeah, Arizona. And the father is he's a truck driver. He he's a car carrier who drives the car carrier across the country. So he went into a local store that was right near us. I don't remember the name of it. And they're right behind me. I'm sorry, she was behind that girl. Right behind me was a local from Casper. So he was telling the story that he went into this store or whatever, and he said to the woman, "Oh, this is so exciting. For you can make so much money in business." Well, she was like, "Oh, absolutely not. This is ridiculous. Jeffree Star with all these crowds just for a launch. I'm shutting down. I can't take it. I don't need these crowds." And he looked at her like, "Oh," she goes, "and then they're coming back 8 o'clock tonight, something like 6,000 people." She's like, "I'm shutting down. I'm shutting down." I said, that type of person, in my opinion, is probably just a miserable person for, all around. So the local said to him, "Don't take it personally." She goes, "That's how she is." She said, "I can't tell you how many times I go in that store and it's closed in the middle of the day when it's supposed to be open." She just does that. And I kind of figured she was just probably miserable. Yeah, he seems a lot more humble and down to earth. Yeah, I have to agree. All right, so let's get started. All right. First, you guys know I had to save my bags. He did not put, I don't know if it's temporary, like maybe whatever didn't come in yet, but the stuff that I purchased from the actual makeup part of the store came in just pink bags like this, like almost gift bags, which is nice because I'll save that. Here, I gotta find a place to put everything. Now the that's why I say he might change those bags, because for the yak meat side of the store, these were the bags. Look at how nice. So that's one side. You can see it's foiled, and this is the other side. Right then. So you put I'm thinking maybe that was just temporary. I don't know. Oh, okay. I'm making sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, so I had to show you guys that. I'll show you the boring part first. Here, this is the yak meat. We already opened and ate some. So these are $15, which to me is kind of expensive. But you get this is the yak snack sticks. I got teriyaki flavored. It came with 6, but they're pretty big for. Oh, sorry, almost dropped it. They're pretty big for meat sticks because they're usually a lot smaller than this. But it's still kind of expensive, $15. Of course, I don't know anything about you know what it takes to do all that, the meat. And then I also came home with, well, I'll show you the unopened packet here with the jerky. So I bought just plain. He has different flavors. Although I like spicy food, it doesn't like me, so I just I don't need it. But this is the jerky, and I'll show you the open pack. That's the jerky, also $15. And Zach, I don't know if you opened yours yet. But I didn't think there was a lot in here. If you could see, it doesn't look like a lot. Also $15, by the way. Doesn't look like a lot. But look, me and the girls were already eating it. Hold on. Oh, the sticks are not resealable, but the jerky is. I don't know why he didn't do resealable bags for the. Oh, it's upside down. For the sticks, I have no idea because they're pretty big. Considering. Anyway, okay. So remember, I'm telling you that me and the girls were eating it already. So there's a. Oh, you're not gonna be able to see this, but there's a decent amount in here. There's much more in here than what meets the eye on the outside. But this is what it looks like. I'm gonna take a bite because I'm starving. Oh, speaking of starving, you guys don't mind if I eat while we're talking? It's real. For anybody who eats jerky, this is so much more flavorful than beef jerky. I think, anyway. Really good. Okay, so hold on. Oh my God, do you see the mess behind me? My children came home from Florida late last night, like 11, 12 o'clock. So their stuff is behind me too. Oh, anyway, I totally forgot what I was saying. Oh, I remember. So we're sitting in the airport waiting to go in Wyoming, and Zach goes, "Do you realize we literally only ate like 3 times while we were here?" We were so excited. Our hotel gave us free breakfast. But when I say we literally had like a nibble, you wouldn't even count it as that. Like, seriously, I think I had 2 bites of some scrambled eggs, and Zach had a muffin and took like he couldn't even eat it, and a banana he took, but he didn't eat that. So that was that. And then we didn't eat all day until the dinner. Oh, me and Zach split a quesadilla with the yak meat inside. It was well, me, Zach, and Carol because it was so big. It was really, really good. No, I won't let John open it until my life. Oh yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you, but I have extras, so um did they go wait, did they go visit with your sister? No, my sister's in Tennessee. They went to go see their grandparents over on the Gulf Coast. Anyway, so my sister's a traveling nurse. I don't know if she's in here. I texted her, but I'm not sure if she's working. She's a traveling nurse, so she's in Tennessee, living in Tennessee right now. Anyway, Sugar, what was I saying? My mind is shot. What the heck was I saying? Oh, that we only ate so that was the breakfast, right? We didn't eat lunch. We went out to dinner, had the quesadilla. It was so good. Dorothy had the tacos. I took pictures, so I'm gonna post it all. Oh, she was just staying in Florida. No, she was living in Florida and then became a traveling nurse. She was a nurse there, then decided to become a traveling nurse. So she's in Tennessee now. Anyway, so um we had that. Oh, I forgot. When we first got there, the first meal I cheated on. You guys know I'm on a diet, but everything closes early there. We went to the food truck. and had a burger. Oh my God, it was so good. It was so damn good. And we waited till we got back to the hotel and it was still hot. I mean, hot, not even just warm. It was still hot. But oh my God, it was so good. Anyway, so that was that. A nibble at breakfast, which I wouldn't even count. I would like when I say about this much of a bite of some eggs. And then where in Florida do they stay? They're Pembroke Pines. Anyway, um so we had the dinner. That's 2 meals. Zach, what was the third meal? I don't even remember. Breakfast the next morning. Oh, we actually sat and ate breakfast the next morning. And when he said that to me, I was like, "Oh my God, I didn't even realize it. Neither one of us were hungry." I was like, "Oh crap, you're right. We didn't eat anything." Oh well. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going to show you what I bought first because I didn't buy a lot. So I bought one of the exclusive liquid lips because the other color was a little too dark. And like I said, I'm not a collector. So it is called, oh, it's supposed to be exclusive to the store. You can only buy it at the store. But then again, I wouldn't doubt that eventually he'll end up selling it. It is shade Sheriff Star. Looks like that. I have not opened this yet, actually. Some of the boxes, and you guys know I like to save my boxes, did not make it through the plane trip. Oh my God, I forgot this part. So, like an idiot, I overpacked because I always do. My bag weighed 44 pounds where I flew out of. Then in Michigan, it weighed 42, so that doesn't surprise me where I live. Um, and I'm like, after 50, over 50 pounds, you get charged. And I didn't realize this, like $100. So I said to Zach, "Oh my God, what am I going to do? Because duh, you were bringing home souvenirs, but you weren't thinking." So thankfully, Zach let me pack a couple things in his luggage because he was smart enough to leave room. So we get to the airport and I said to her, "I think my bag is overweight." And it was 49 and a half pounds. I was like, "What?" I was shocked. So I knew there's no way when I take the stuff that Zach was holding for me, it was going to be over the 50 pounds. I'd probably only buy like 51 or 52 pounds. And I'm like, I'm going to pay $100 for 2 pounds. So Zach was kind enough to get a box for me, a small box, and I put some jeans and t-shirts in that box, and he is shipping it home to me because it's cheaper to pay for the shipping than it is to pay that $100 surcharge. Anyway, back to the story. This is what it looks like. I will do a quick swatch for you. My kind of color. Like I said, he has done exclusives in his mystery boxes that have now been sold on his, website. So I wouldn't be surprised if eventually this stuff ends up there. Um, Let me grab a makeup wipe because I don't want anything to get on any of my things. Hold on. Okay. All right. Then I bought the eye gloss that I really, really wanted. Here it is. It is called Blunt of Diamonds. I'll just show it real quick. I was hoping to get this in I think it was a mystery box I got, and I got a crap. My little scissors are packed away over there. Let me see if I can. Hold on. Where's my big scissors? Of course, they're not in the drawer. Hold on. I got to figure out a way to open it for you guys. I just use my nails, I guess. That's not going to work either. Wait, no, get over here. Okay. I found something. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So So that's the one I wanted. I wanted like a whitish color because I like to wear that like in the corners of my eyes and as an eye topper. You guys want me to swatch this? Let me swatch it. I know there were two new, oh look, I can't even get my finger in this one. I know there were two new, let me grab a thing. Two new shades of this. I don't remember if they were early releases or not. Maybe Zach or Dorothy, if you're still in here, would know. But I didn't want them. I just wanted this one. You can't really see because I can't use my finger, but it's right there. That's the kind of stuff I like to use. All right. Okay. That's that one. So these are coming out with what I have next are coming out on his website. He did an early release for those who were in the store to purchase of his new liquid blushes. So I bought both of them. There was only two. They are called Frosting Cult and Cupcake Royalty. Cupcake Royalty and Frosting Cult. And I'll swatch them real quick. And I mixed them together. The personal shopper who I kind of like interrupted Dorothy using. She put them on, swatched them on my hand, and then I blended them together. Oh my god, I don't have my scissors. Let's see. I totally forgot about that part. I'm using these tweezers, hopefully. Oh, sugar. You guys know I don't like to rip my boxes. Oh, apparently I had to rip my boxes once. Okay. I'm just going to rip them. Oh, like, look at how hard that is. Oh, damn. Okay, I'm going to try. My eyelash scissors, they're packed away. Because, I have not unpacked anything yet. Yeah, they're very pretty. Oh, finally. Okay, which one did I get? Frosting Cult so far. Oh, got that one. And what is this one? Okay, Candy Cupcake I'm going to do first. Here's what it looks like. Okay, I'm going to do a little swatch. It is super like that Dior pink. Her name was April. Oh, thank you. Her name's April, and she's from New Jersey. So what did I say that one was again? Cupcake Royalty. And this one is Frosting Cult. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, let me turn that around so you guys can see. It's like a darker pink. Oops, get over there. It's not much. I mean, there is a difference in it. But what I did in the store is I blended them together. And it's such a pretty pink. Really pretty. You have a very good memory, Dorothy. Okay. All right, that's the only makeup I bought. I just have a couple more items, and then the goodie bag. All right, I put that aside. Where that falls. All right. So I love Jeffree Star's hoodies, and I have one actual sweatsuit that goes together, and I absolutely love it. But every time he comes out with the bottoms of something, I don't like them, except for the one. So I was so excited when this new collection came out. They had shorts and sweatpants. So I got sweatpants. Anyway, it is the Believe Yourself. Believe Yourself? Is that what it is? Be Yourself collection that literally just dropped. So, I mean, I haven't opened this yet, but this is the pants. I don't know if you could really get a good look, but they're black with the colors, and I'll show you the shirt. So I was excited for that. Hold on. And here's the shirt right here. Be yourself. You don't see my question. I didn't, Vicky. I'm so sorry if I'm missing questions. That's pretty. So, she was so nice. Oh, did I completely end BoxyCharm? Yes, I did. Her name is April. Okay. So yeah, so this is the Be Yourself collection. It's the hoodie. You can see the back of it. You can see there's that kind of design on it, which the pants have like on the side, it looks like. And yeah, there's like hard plastic around the ties. So this was cute. I liked it. I like it a lot. Nice. I like that sweatshirt. Me too. Okay. So I think I told you guys about Mark telling me about the new ashtray. So this is the box it comes in. It's really nice, isn't it? Of course, I had to get it. And of course, I will not be using it because I don't want to waste this. It says premium custom molded glass ashtray, smooth surface for easy cleanup, designed with 5 resting slots on each end. So that's what it looks like. And I'll tell you the story. That's the back of it. I'll tell you the story after I open it so I don't spoil myself here. I mean, spoil it. Okay, if I can get it open, and I better not drop it. So it comes actually in the plastic wrap, but I already took that off because the girls wanted to see it. And then it comes, with the cushion here, whatever these things are called. And here's what it looks like inside, but I'm going to take it out. Ooh. It's very heavy crystal with the star logo and the star. So when I first saw it, I just thought it was a crystal like candy dish or something. Here's the slots they were talking about for you to put your stuff on, cigarettes or otherwise. So I walked back up to I'm still kicking myself for not grabbing that too. Hey, you could buy it once it comes out, Zach. It's probably well, it probably would have fit in your suitcase by then. I don't know. Might not have fit, Zach. Anyway, so when I first saw it, I thought it was just a crystal dish. And I walked over to Mark. I waited because he was talking to an employee. And he's like, hey, what's up? And I said, where's the ashtray you were telling me about? He's like, oh, shit, come over here. And he showed it to me. I said, oh, my God, I thought that was a crystal dish. And he picked it up because they have them on display. And that's when he showed me. He's like, no, see, this is where you would rest he said, your blunt. This is where you rest your blunt. Or if you want to use it as a cigarette, you can put your cigarettes there. And I was like, yeah, I like this one. I like it a lot. I will not use it as an ashtray, though. That's very true, yeah. And hey, it was going to add at least 3 or 4 pounds to your luggage. But I like this one a lot. What did I do with the? Oh, it's right here. I like the box too. Like I really like. I'm going to show you again. I really like that. Okay. And the last thing that I purchased is another exclusive to the store only. And unfortunately, my box got a little damaged too, Zach. Dun, 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 dun. So this is, I'm not even opening it right now. This is that yak mirror that he's already got. What does he have now? He's got brown and what other colors? Zach knows. I don't. But this is a blue one. And apparently it is exclusive to the store only. So that meaning that you can only go into the store to purchase it. It's supposed to not be on sale online. But you can see like it kind of got a crease in it now. It didn't rip or anything, but you know how they treat your luggage. Even though I had it all wrapped in my clothes, it's still got a little bit of damage on the box, but that's okay. Unfortunately, like I said, we couldn't get him to sign anything, which kind of sucked. People, this is a cool story. When I was talking to the girl that grew up with him, pink and white and black and pink. And then didn't he just come out with brown or something for that? But the blue one apparently is exclusive to the store only. Be nice tray for jewelry. Yeah, something like that. Like a little dish, not an ashtray. I don't want to use it as that. All right. What was I gonna say? I do that to myself all the time. I cut myself off. All right, let me just stack this neatly real quick. Um, okay, so now, like I said, if you were in line, you were one of the first 500, you got a goodie bag. And it is a reusable, I don't know what it's called, material like. Here's what it looks like. Star Yak Ranch and Jeffree Star Cosmetics on the other side with a pink handle. Now, for people who, oh, I forgot I was going to tell you the story. But for people who got the mystery boxes, you might have most of the stuff in here. So while I was talking to the lady that grew up with Jeffree and just moved to Wyoming to run his store, another couple came up to her and said, we're about to spend $1,500. And I looked at the guy like he was crazy. That's a lot of money to drop. It was him. He had a baby in his arm, and if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong on this one. I think like a 3-year-old next to him, and he goes, "Jeffree gifted us to spend in the store," and the woman said, "Oh, for the tattoo." So I didn't know what any of that meant. I just knew that Jeffree Star gave them $1,500 to spend in the store. Later, when Zach and I were looking at the different TikToks and Instagram posts from Camilla, Jeffree Star's videographer, her picture was in there. So she has this really big tattoo on the back, like not her back, but on the shoulder back there. I remember seeing like a star for like Jeffree Star. I don't remember if it had the logo in it, and then there was other things on the back. I guess he was so excited about that. I'm assuming it was her because I literally, Zach, this morning, today, like right before I came live, I saw another TikTok, or maybe it was the one that Zach is in. Somebody had his I don't know if it was his signature or something tattooed on their arm, and literally it had just been done because she still had the cellophane on it. So maybe it was her who got the 1,500. I'm not sure which one of them got the 1,500, but it was because they had a tattoo. I guess he was so in awe of that he gave them money to spend, which was really nice. Okay, so like I said, if you've been buying mystery boxes, you have most of the stuff that he was giving away, but it's still a lot of stuff in here for and great for people who don't have it all. But once again, another pair of fuzzy dice. Another one of his hats, which I have this one. Uh, oh, I had to empty out a lot of the bag into my luggage to kind of like try and protect it. So this one got damaged, but it's another of the selfie lights, which I don't mind having because I like to use them, and if it breaks, I got another one. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to put this on the floor next to me. Let's see. I got a pop socket, which I hold on a second, mine's coming apart. Which I don't like his pop sockets, these, because they never stick. They never stay on. But you should do the P. Louise budget box. It's a monthly mystery box. You wouldn't believe what I just got last month was fantastic too. I didn't even know about that, Shannon. Somebody remind me. P. Louise budget box. I got it. How much is it if you don't mind me asking? Or I can look it up if you do. All right, so that's the pop socket. Where's my phone? So you guys know that well, you don't know this. I love this thing. This is it was in one of the mystery boxes. It's the ring. It goes up. So when you're on your phone, you could, set it up so it's tilted. You could turn it and turn your phone that way. But I was a little disappointed because it was pink. I wanted the black one. Well, I got the black one that was in there too. So I was very excited to get that. Let me see. Okay. I have this, and I actually like this. I actually like this a lot. This is a compact mirror. So I got a spare. I think mine's right over here somewhere. I got the Weirdo palette. Not everybody got the same palette, but I got the Weirdo palette, which I have. You guys know I have all his eyeshadow palettes. I got the bracelet. So I have two nieces. They just turned 7, and I was gonna give them the one I have, and I'm like, I was gonna give it to my niece Emma because she's the little diva, and she watches my YouTube videos if she's watching later. Hi, Emma and Kira. Anyway, so I was going to give it to her, and I thought, well, that's not fair. Then Kira's going to want one. Well, now I got two, so I could give them each one. Okay, let me just pull out what I got here. So I got two Velvet Trap lips. Oops, let's turn that around. Two Velvet Trap lipsticks. I got Man Down and Gravedigger. Honest to God, I think I have Gravedigger. I don't know. I'm not going to do swatches because there's quite a few lip products in here. But this is Gravedigger. I think I have this one. I'm not positive. I think I have this one. But like I said, as far as the lip products are concerned, I'm not positive if some of them are duplicates or not. I know which ones are, but they're not all, I don't think. The next one is Man Down. I don't believe I have this. I don't even recognize the name, so I probably don't. And it looks like that. P. Louise budget box. I gotta have to remember that. I like P. Louise, and I don't own a lot of her stuff. Okay, put that aside. Hold on, because I'm gonna forget. So give me 1 sec. I'm going to text myself. P. Louise budget box. Okay. I just texted myself. Sorry, guys. Okay, that was it for the Velvet Traps. Then I got 3 liquid lips. I got Androgyny, and I'm almost sure I have this one. I'm just going to open it up. Like I said, I'm not going to do swatches, though. This is Androgyny. Throw that aside. Then I got Christmas Cookie, which I know I have, but it's one of my favorites. So I'm kind of glad that I got this one again. This is what it looks like. I wear this a lot, like when I go out and stuff. And then Red Rum. I don't remember if I have this. I might have it or I wanted it. I just don't remember. Hi, everyone. I've been listening but driving. Hi, Morgan. Okay. And this is Red Rum. I think I'm almost sure I have it. But that's Red Rum. For anybody out there that does not know, these are also eye safe. So you could use them as eyeliner, eyeshadow. If you have a color that you wouldn't maybe wear on your lips, but you wouldn't mind as an eyeliner or something. Because I know that I bought some like the navy blue and the I don't want to say wacky colors, but might feel wacky on your lips, but I use them on my eyes. So that's good too. I've also used, for those of you who watched that live, I bought the Lavender Fame blush. When I put it on, oh my God, it was terrible. But I used it on my eyes and it looks beautiful. Anyway, so that's that. And then the last things in my mystery bag or goodie bag are 4 Supreme glosses. And his Supreme glosses are amazing. I love his Supreme glosses. So let me put that on the floor there and open them up for you. So, oh my goodness. Watermelon soda. I know I have this one. I might even have 2 of this one. But I'm gonna show it to you. Come on. I hope they're not all taped. Oh, somebody's coming home. Oh, it's Morgan. What are you doing, Morgan? All right, this is watermelon soda. And for anybody who doesn't know what it looks like, I'm not going to swatch it. I'm just going to show you the doe foot on this. It's so cool, isn't it? But anyway, that was watermelon soda. Before I forget to tell you, because I can see, don't forget to like my video before you leave. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, don't forget to do that too. The next shade is Improper. I think I just got this. In one of the mystery boxes. Yeah, that is really pretty. I don't even think have I used it yet? Okay, this is Improper. Kind of pretty. I've never tried to use his lip glosses on anything but my lips. I don't know if they pulled Debbie double duty somewhere. I'm thinking probably not, but you never know. Wifey. Hey, Zach and Dorothy. I don't recall this, but did you see any what is it, eyeliner, lip liner? Lip liner. Did you see any lip liner in the store? I know that he discontinued the old one and he is coming out with a new formula. All right, this is Wifey. I honestly don't recall seeing it in the store, but I could be wrong. Oh, and Jeffree said that he had every single product he ever made in the store. He lied because the alien palette was not there. Okay, and last one is mannequin, which I'm not positive if I have this one or not. But I like to buy when he's got like deep discount sales. I'll buy a couple things that I'm missing. Here it is. These are the colors I really like. Okay, and that is it in the goodie bag, which is, a lot of stuff, but it was similar to what you would get in a mystery box. Huh. Anyway, I think I told you guys everything. Did I leave anything out, Zach? Was there any drama on the way home? I don't remember. Was his sacred glass highlighter there? You know what, Zach? Do you remember? I don't remember. Yeah, Dorothy didn't see that. I don't think his lip liners were on sale there. Only because you know what, Alyssa, I didn't go looking at like where the palettes were and stuff like that because I wasn't interested in buying. So I'm not sure, but I think I'm don't quote me on it, but I didn't see SG or the what? LLs? You didn't see the sacred glass or the lip liners. Yeah, I honestly don't remember. Only because like I did a quick scan, but because I wasn't interested in purchasing that stuff, I didn't really get deep into it. So, yeah, I'm not positive. But you pretty much summed up the whole trip. So my flight home was good. I almost woke up too late, thankfully for uh oh my god, Zach. Thankfully for Zach's husband. He got up and he's like, "What time are you gonna be at the airport?" And I'm over there just like dilly dallying, getting myself up. And I was like, my flight leaves at 10. And in the meantime, it's 7:30 in the morning. I was like, oh my God, we gotta go. So you're welcome, Melissa. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my journey with me. I'm going to say this. It was one of the best trips I've ever went on. It really was. And it was made that much more special with Zach, of course. Oh, that was the first time me and Zach met in real life. Like we've been friends for a few years. We met online, because of Jeffree Star and the mystery boxes and stuff like that. That's how we met. And we got close. He's close with my daughters. Like amazing. I got to meet his mom. She's a wonderful woman too. His husband is great. So that was wonderful. And of course, Dorothy making it special for us as well. And we've exchanged phone numbers. We've been texting each other. I'm sure we will stay friends for ever. But yeah, it was really amazing. And I can't say enough. Um, I was really impressed with Jeffree. I really was. I know people think he's controversial, whatever. He's definitely doing a lot for Casper and for the community there, and not to mention all the jobs he's created there, all the jobs he created in Los Angeles or wherever his stuff is. I think it's Los Angeles, but in California, you have to give him that. And I know I love my daughters. They saw this troll before I did. Um, and somebody said to me, "Oh, it's sad to see an elder support a racist," because apparently he had said comments like 25 years ago, um, twice, not even like continued. and my daughters were all over that, So, I always like to say this, like, I know a lot of people might say, "Well, you support him and his brand," but I like to say this. First of all, I think the quality of his merchandise, whether it's makeup or otherwise, is amazing at reasonable prices, considering. I mean, they're not like ColourPop, but considering how the quality, the prices are very reasonable. His some of his stuff is better than high-end makeup, which is crazy to me. And now that I'm dabbling in some of his skincare, the stuff that so far that I love so much, some of it that I love a lot, I gladly spend. I mean, I got the Winter Wyoming collection before. It was on sale for $108 for the entire collection, and I'm loving it. Where like, what's her name? Ah, crap, what's her name? Charlotte Tilbury's Magic Cream is $100 for the small jar of it, and his cream to me is just as good. It really is. Um, but anyway, that is the end, I think, of everything. I have so much to clean up, unpack, do the laundry, all that good stuff. But this shit's gonna stay here until after I eat dinner because I have not eaten yet. Oh no, I lie. I did have a couple bites of something. Look at me looking for my glasses again. Um, I still feel bad for not getting up and going. I cussed John out this morning. Oh, you shouldn't have done that. It's okay. He wanted to let you sleep. Yeah, John got up. Zach was asleep, and I said, "Is Zach coming?" Because I wasn't sure, and he's like, "He's asleep." He's like, "I really want to just let him sleep." I said, "Yeah." I said, "Just give him big hugs and kisses for me." Um, Thank you for showing off all your goodies. You're so very welcome. I can't wait till you come to Florida. I know, Vicky. Thank you so much for sharing your trip, Eileen. Take care and see everyone next week. One more time, Zach's Insta. Yeah, we're gonna go over to Instagram when Zach's ready. You guys make sure Zach, let's ask. Zach, do you have a time frame of when you'd like to go live? We had such a great time. Thank you again for everything. Oh, thank you too. So if Zach can give us a guesstimate of a time, and guys, don't forget, hit the like button before you leave, and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Because I know I found out recently, I mean, like last day or two, people are watching me. Well, I know this happens, but people are watching lives and they're just not commenting. Like my children's aunt who lives in Florida said, "Oh my God, I watched your mother live on YouTube. She's so good at that." I'm like, I didn't even know she was watching. So for those of you who are too shy to comment, because I don't know you're here unless you say hello. I mean, I know I could see the count of people, but I don't know who exactly is in here unless you say hello. You don't have to continue commenting, just say hi. And like I said, if you're not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button. I'll hop on around 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Burn One Beauty, that's Zach, and you'll get his stuff. And I'm sure I summarize things, but he'll tell you his version, and it's super exciting because he was the celebrity. All right, everybody. I will see you again next week. We'll go back to our regular content and do a get ready with me, let you vote on the palettes that you want to use. And I will see you then. Thanks again for being here and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye, guys. I forgot. Look at me. I forgot how to end it. It's been so long. All right, guys. Thanks again. Bye.